Hard feline.
I take what's mine and I leave behind.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is 2018. Happy New Year. Yes, 2018. So exciting. So today I did this everyday inspired look that I do. It's inspired by Charlotte Tilbury's makeup collection, TheGoldenGoddess. But yeah, I absolutely adore the palette, and I really wanted to show you the look that I have been doing. A few people that I know always ask me where I get that glittery eyeshadow from and what it is, and it's all Charlotte Tilbury. She is absolutely amazing. I love her collection, her makeup brand. It's just stunning. It just makes your skin look so glowy and fresh, and I can't recommend anything else more than Charlotte Tilbury. I just love her. It is on the pricey side of things, so I got them for Christmas and my birthday, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, so if you like this look and want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. If you like the video, and give it a thumbs up so I know you did. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please press the button down below. That would be amazing. I'd love to have more of you, my little panther fan, and that would be amazing. So I'm gonna shut up now and let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy. So starting off with a tired bare face, I am taking a face toner from Lush, Breath of Fresh Air, just to brighten up my complexion. And because my lips are so chapped, I'm taking chapstick, just one that I got from the pharmacy. And now for my bags. Under my eyes, I'm taking a eye contour cream. It's smoothing from Avene. And it does help. I recommend it. And for one of the most amazing moisturisers I've ever tried, it's from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Magic Cream. It's absolutely amazing. It treats and transforms, and it really does. It just makes your skin glow, and it is absolutely amazing. I'm really obsessed with it, and it's already nearly empty and I only just got it. And just give your face a little massage while you're doing it. It feels absolutely amazing. Oh, and a little side note, in case you're wondering, I am not naked. It's wearing a strapless top. So sorry if it looks like I am. Now onto the step that I never ever miss is MAC's Strobe Cream, but this time it's the rosé tinted one, and I might actually prefer it more than the regular one. It's just more glowy. And now onto Benefit's Porefessional, to get rid of all my pores. They have gotten bigger lately, and it's really disturbing. So this next step, weirdly enough, my dad recommended. It's from St.Tropez, it's the Instant Tan, and I use this whenever I don't want to put on a lot of makeup, just to look tanned and healthy. And this trick actually works. My boyfriend does it, my friends do it. It's an amazing thing if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup and just look natural and healthy. For my eye base, I'm using the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline, and I'm just using this because I have really dark eyelids, but I actually quite like that my eyelids are dark. Sometimes I even use it as eyeshadow. I don't know, I think it's quite cool. Now I'm taking the Tartelette palette, and I'm using Free Spirit just so that the base isn't too sticky for the next eyeshadow. Now for my transition shade, I'm taking Force of Nature, like always. I already hit pan, and I definitely have to get the palette again because it's absolutely my favourite. I just can't find a better transition shade than that. And just blend in circular motions. And now for my favourite palette at the moment, it's the Golden Goddess by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm taking the colour Enhance, and I'm just blending it from the outer corner into my eye, and a little bit on top of my lid as well. It doesn't have to be neat, just I do it really messy, because it's supposed to look like I haven't put a lot of effort into it. I kind of like that look. I always prefer it that way. I don't want anything to look perfect, because I'm not perfect. I'm going in with the most amazing shade. It's called Pop, and it's just, I don't know, look, it's like sparkles. It just sparkles. It's weird. It's like separated glitter, but it's an eyeshadow. I don't know how to explain it. It sparkles so much. It's amazing. It doesn't even come across on camera as it does in real life. So now I'm taking the next amazing colour by MAC. It's called Tempting. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush and just winging it out on the outer corner, just to give it more depth. Yeah, and keep on blending till you're happy with it. And there's a lot of fallout with this eyeshadow, so no worries. Just take some makeup remover wipes and just create a sharp edge so that it looks all neat and more winged out. On to the next amazing palette, the Dolce Vita, also by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm taking the shade Smoke and I'm just creating a fake shadow just to give the illusion that I have more thicker, fuller lashes. I've always done this ever since I was pretty young, and it's quite a natural way of creating fake eyelashes, I find. It's just instead of like a liquid eyeliner. Now for the highlight on my brow bone, I'm taking the shade Prime and I'm just blending it on the top of my brow bone. Taking a regular eyelash curler from the drugstore. And next I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's Full Fat Lashes Mascara in the colour Glossy Black. I'm not putting too much on, so I'm kind of winging it outwards to make the eyes look more cattish, you know what I mean? Taking these lashes by Ardell with the Duo Glue, and I'm cutting them in half and using the inner part to put on the outer corner of my eye, just so the eyes look more cattish and this looks pretty natural for like during the day. Concealer, I'm taking two shades by Maybelline the Fit Me Concealer in 25 and 20 and just mixing them under my eyes. I don't like it to be too light and I don't like it to be too dark, so I found the perfect balance. And I'm just blending it in with a beauty blender. I'm also using this to get rid of any redness or blemishes around my nose and some weird blemishes that I have on my forehead at the moment. My skin's kind of breaking out. I know you don't really see it on camera as much, but for me it's been weird. I think it might be the time of year, drinking a lot of wine and eating unhealthy. So now onto my contour. I'm taking Rihanna's Matchstick by Fenty Beauty in the shade Mocha. And I'm just doing it like I always do on my nose and around my forehead, around my lips to create shadows. And this time I'm blending it in with a brush. I find it actually gives me more of a airbrush look. I just blend it really lightly in circular motions because sometimes I find with the beauty blender, if you're using a damp one, it sometimes pulls off my foundation, which is pretty annoying. But today I don't have foundation on, I know. Still, I find it kind of moves everything around more. Yeah, and now I'm taking the NYX Matchstick in the shade Bamboo for highlight and just placing that on my nose. And sometimes I blend it in with a beauty blender, but also with my finger. Depends on how I'm feeling. Now to make the contour look more sharp, I'm taking the Fit Me Concealer and just creating a line and blending it in. Now for my baking, I'm taking Laura Mercier's Translucent Loose Powder, putting it on with the beauty blender and just taking it off immediately because I find it just gets too cakey straight away on my skin anyway. And now taking a smaller brush and doing the same thing. To even everything out, I'm taking Mineralized Skin Finish Medium Dark by MAC and just blending everything together. For the eyeshadow on the bottom of my eyes, I'm taking Enhance again and a really small brush and just blending it underneath and blending it outwards and just putting it all together. Just connecting it with the eyeshadow on top of my eyes. To darken the outer corner of my eyes, I'm taking Smoke again and putting a little bit of the mascara on the bottom, and I'm winging it out again, outwards. To sculpt and bronze, I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's FILMSTAR and Bronze and Glow palette and just going over my contour. Blush, I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's Chic to Chic in the shade Ecstasy, and it kind of looks like a nipple. I think anyway. I hope no one's offended. My favourite highlight at the moment is the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand. It's a highlighter wand and I just blend it with a beauty blender. It's a trick that Jaclyn Hill said on her Snapchat, which I then tried out, and I have to say it actually works. It blends out really flawlessly, and yeah, you should try it. For brows, I've been trying out something different from Catrice. It's the brow definer, and it's like a pen, and I just draw on tiny little fake hairs, and it kind of looks really realistic and very natural. So if you want a quick fix for your brows, then just fill in the sparse areas. Go over it with a gel, and I am going over it with the Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow in dark brown. To get under each hair, I lightly wiggle it back and forwards, and sometimes I even get a bit on my skin, and then I just take a Q-tip and get rid of it. And for my nose contour, I take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And I just use it on my nose and around my lips to create a shadow for the illusion of bigger lips. I take Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer in the colour 20 and just highlight my nose and blend it in with the beauty blender and a little stippling brush, and sometimes my finger, depends on how well it blends. So now I'm taking Kevyn Aucoin's Sculpting Powder Palette in the shade Medium on a very small brow brush and just doing it on the tip of my nose and around my lips and just blending it with my finger. I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's highlight and putting that on the tip of my nose as well and blending it in with my finger and highlighting the inner corner of my eyes to make the eyeshadow pop even more. To make my highlight pop even more, I'm taking the Dolce Vita palette and I'm taking the shade Prime and just going over my whole highlight on my face with the big fluffy brush. Just find it makes it pop way more. To line my lips, I'm taking Lip Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pillow Talk and just contouring my lips. It's a very natural shade, it's perfect. The only negative thing I can say about this liner is it's really soft, so I have to sharpen it a lot. For lipsticks, I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's lipsticks in Bond Girl and Penelope Pink, and I'm mixing the two together. I'm starting off with Bond Girl for the darker shade, and then going over it with Penelope Pink and blending it in with my finger. To finish off this glowy look, I'm taking Ibiza Nights Lip Gloss by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just going over it all. It looks really seductive, and the lip gloss is not sticky at all, which I absolutely hate wearing lip glosses, so that's why I never wear lip glosses, but this is amazing. And then I'm just setting it all with Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray. So thank you so much for watching, and love you all.
Whispering soft, alluring signs, wrapping you around my finger, gently touch, full of spell, blinding you into another, sneaking around, hunt and prey to find me another lover. Behind closed doors, an empty space, we're in a secret love encounter. I'm a lonely heart feline. I take what's mine, then I leave behind. I'm a lonely heart feline.
I take what's mine, then I leave behind.
Save your breath, don't waste your words.